I'm Michael Bain, and welcome to Triggered, coming to you obviously not the secret hidden bunker in the Rocky Mountains. We are at the first day of SHOT Show, Media Day at the Range 2026. We're in Boulder City, the big range out here, and the amazing news here today is that it's not 30 degrees and an 80-mile-an-hour wind, which is typical for Media Day for the last 10 years. Today, it's not bad. You know, and let's take a look. There's some interesting guns, but just as importantly, there's some new ideas. And new ideas are what drive this business. You know, one of my favorite places to come to at any SHOT Show is Lipsy's. And it's not just because they have my credit card number, which in fact they do, but Lipsy's has an eye for doing really magnificent collaborations, especially on revolvers. This is a Smith & Wesson Model 36. It's steel, double action only, gold bead front dot sight, beautiful Tyler boot grips on it. It's collaboration with Field Ethos magazine, and it's called the Tropical because really when you're in a white linen suit in some unnamed country in Central America, you need something just like this. Let me show you a couple other things. Also from Lipsy's this year, we see the return of the Night Guard, Smith & Wesson Night Guard revolver. The Night Guards came out, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago. They were on the market for 2.5 hours, and you never saw them again. They were like stolen by aliens or something. So we have two versions here. One in 44 Special, which, come on, of course I'm gonna buy it. Second, 7-shot 357. And you can kind of see input from Daryl Bulkey, Brian Eastridge in here in these excess sights that's set here. And you've got a good enough cut that you can actually see the dot. It's wide enough. Lockup, special lockup on it. I won't lie to you, you know, about these things. The 44 Specials, these scandium frame 44 Specials, it's going to bite. But on the other hand, if you don't get one, when they disappear, when the aliens take all the other ones, you're going to want it very bad. This is one of the 3 guns I'm buying at SHOT Show because I love them. Titanium pins, by the way, neat stuff. So now let's take a look at the big deal. I believe this may be the sleeper gun for SHOT 2026. Yes, it is a 1911. It is an amazing 1911. Of course, Lipsy's working with Springfield Armory and with Hilton Yam of 10-8 Performance. If you know 1911s, you've heard of Hilton. He is one of the greatest 1911 mechanics ever. He's a brilliant gunsmith. And so working together with Springfield, they put this gun together in 9mm, 45. You see a lot of YAM design, if you will, 10-8 design in the reverse spring plug, everything about just how the gun sets up, where the thumb falls on the magazine release, the straight trigger, cone barrel. All of this is the kind of thing that you see on what would amount to, you want to say an heirloom 1911? I just asked, what does this cost? And he goes, brace yourself, $20.99. He goes, we have no idea how Springfield Armory got the price down to $20.99. But good Lord, this is a screaming home run. And it's the perfect gun to take to the Jeff Cooper matches at Gunsight later on in the summer. Hilton, it's beautiful.
You know the RIA 5.0 packs radically new innovations, but we didn't stop there. Introducing the RIA 5.0E. The E stands for enhanced, as in new optics, cuts, and plates. The updated barrel is crafted with improved materials and slide geometry. The look and feel is also enhanced. Plus, new lightning cuts show off the updated match-grade barrel. Experience the enhanced RIA 5.0E today.
I've been embargoed on this one since last October, but it is Diamondback's newest release in their self-defense revolver line. This is an SDR-a, 6-round, 38 Special plus P, all aluminum, about 16 ounces, 15.5 ounces there. And Diamondback at this point has
been in revolvers for what, a couple of years, 3 years, and they have really some excellent products. Excellent products. I have to say that of their line, I've shot the aluminum one, as you can see here. I mean, it's going to be a little snappy, but all aluminum snubs are. But I really, really do like the Talo 2-inch 357 6-round special. It's hammerless, it's two-tone. Shot it a good bit in October too, and liked it very much as well. But if you're looking for a new snub, so to speak, it's time to take a look at Diamondback, because I'm really impressed with what they've done.
Okay, we're at the Streamlight booth, and one of the things that I have been talking about probably for the last 6 months is what the zero tax on SBRs is going to mean. And what it means is a lot of people are going to suddenly figure out that, oh look, a short gun is a lot easier to maneuver in something like a house when you're moving through rooms. It's a lot easier to have in a car, and they're going to go, wow, you know what? I really need a good light. And Streamlight took that into effect, and basically the ProTac system's been around a long time. It keeps getting better. But the other thing is it's kept getting bigger. So they stepped back and said, what if we did one that was good for a short barrel rifle, that would fit well? It would also adapt to the whole system of push button switches and separate tail pieces to accommodate those switches. So this is the result. It's 850 lumen with the rechargeable battery. The X on the end of it indicates that it's dual fuel. You recharge the battery, or you go to like CR123s, of which we all have thousands. But I thought when they first told me about it, I said, this is a great idea, because you're trying to make the system small and you're trying to make the system light, because that's what's going to work best for you in the house. And no matter what, Streamlight is always going to work best with you. I've carried a Streamlight now for 20 some odd years. Mine gets smaller.
This week's Triggered is brought to you by Hunter's HD Gold. They change so you don't have to. MTM Case Guard. Quality shooting sports accessories. Luth AR. Are you ready? Genuine US-made AR parts. And America's Rifle Challenge, the National Rifle Association's newest AR-based sport.
We're here at the Ruger booth because one thing I've been talking about for the last 6 months is a fundamental change in how the market sits. I've been talking about SBRs are going to be a bigger deal than you think they are. Initially, people are like, it's all silencers, but SBSs are really going to be very, very common. Ruger is on top of that. They just released 4 short barrel rifles. Obviously, 1022, breakdown 1022, 9mm, and oh yeah, baby, look at this. 338 ARC, which is a really significant cartridge, super light. Once you have this gun, you screw the suppressor on. I've got a number of 30 caliber suppressors. Screw them on, and you have a short, light hunting gun in a substantial caliber. So, once again, this is the beginning of how things are going to be. And I, for one, am very glad to see it.
Tyrant CNC made their bones on aftermarket parts for a lot of different guns. SIG, Glock. In fact, I just bought a 365 Macro X grip frame from them. This is their new 365 PDW personal defense weapon, and I think it's a home run. I know there's other ones out there. In fact, I own one, but I think this one is just about perfect.
Oh yeah. You know, one thing that's always certain in Media Day, sooner or later I'm going to cut my finger on a gun. I just, to me it's typical, and I like to leave a bloody paw print. Anyway, we've seen some really interesting things here, from a whole different bolt action system, literally, that came out of the air, to some of the guns that you're really going to jump on. The longest line here was for the new Glocks. And if I could just give you a hint, they're Glocks. I'm Michael Bain. This is Industry Day at the Range, SHOT 2026. You can find us on michaelbain.tv, on Rumble, on YouTube, on X, on Facebook. We'll see you next week.